Hey guys, so I told you a little bit about my grandma and great-grandma, the psychics, earlier, and my mother too, and how she's no longer a psychic, so she says. Anyway, I thought I'd tell you some of the legends of grandmas in my family. So what is my great-grandmother known for the best? This is a story that goes down generation after generation. Well, according to my mother, who rarely will talk about my great-grandmother, or my grandmother for that matter, because they were psychics, and she doesn't believe in that kind of stuff, even though she was born a psychic. So I find the whole thing really funny. If you watched my other video, I talked about how my mom went to church to have her psychic abilities prayed out of her. I'm just like, well, good luck on that one. You're born with it. It's in your blood. Your mom had it. Your grandmother had it. And guess what? Your child has it too. So good luck. Didn't quite work. Anyway, my great-grandmother, her name was Jane. Jane Douglas was her name. And there's actually a famous psychic girl with the last name Douglas in Scotland way back, and I always wonder if we were related to her. Anyway, that said, Jane Douglas was a psychic who read a crystal ball, and of course she did cards and tea leaves and all that stuff too. She taught my grandma how to do all this stuff. What Jane was famous for, what her legend, the story still comes down generation after generation, is that a guy came to her and told her he wanted to know the day he would die. And Jane told him the day he would die. Now, obviously, she must have been into astrology or numerology or something so far beyond what I know, and I only wish I had known her and she could have taught me these things, but don't you know, my mom wasn't going to have any of it. Anyway, so the legend has it that man died that day. My mom is freaked out when she tells that story. She's a little freaked out by the psychic stuff, and I don't know why. She is psychic, so it's kind of strange. Okay, grandma. What is grandma? Now, I know this to be true because I lived it. My grandmother, before she died, she had a car that she was going to leave to my mom. And she told my mom, you can never let my older brother, you can never let him drive that car because he's going to crash it. She saw it in dreams. Now, mind you, this is something that happened after she died. But she saw that it would happen in her dreams, and she told my mom, the only way I will leave that car to you is if you promise not to let him drive it, my older brother. My mom promised. You can guess what happened, right? Seriously, we only had that car for probably a month, 2 months. My brother was driving it to school, high school at that. He was a high schooler. And guess who got in an accident and totaled the car? My brother. Isn't it like just wild though that my grandmother, I don't know why I should be surprised, but to me it's amazing that she saw something that was going to happen even beyond her death. That's the part that I'm just like, wow, you were making psychic predictions way beyond, even beyond your death. I don't know how it all works. I just thought it was pretty neat. So, okay guys, that's it for me today. I'm going to get blinded by these cars here. Take care. Bye-bye.